It's funny. I haven't even backed up like the last three or so because there's actually YouTube is sort of trustworthy.
I would think so. Yeah.
Ah,
Although I will do that. There's a reason for my doing it that way. So
not that I'm hinting. I wasn't hinting at all.
no, but I was going to do that anyways.
Well, let's get rocking, man.
All right.
I always like rewarding the people that show up on time.
There we go.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Let's go. Rock
Okay, hold on. I'm
on.
hearing some extra stuff. Oh, that's why, because I have another window open. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good.
So now
It's like I got my window here on Zoom, and then I got my two windows up here to monitor so that we make sure that we're going back and forth. And you know what? It's great to
I
see
said something
everybody.
to my wife today
Yeah.
that I think I've never heard it said, but I thought it was pretty funny. I told her, I said, there's certain jobs that I'm doing right now that requires three arms and three hands. And I go, I don't know any other way to explain it. You know what I mean? So, and one of them's like really simple. I got to make myself a note right now. It's like I got these new nozzles for gas cans for filling the lawn tractor, right?
Uh-huh.
So they're big 5-gallon jugs. And the new nozzles are springy. So, so hanging on to the gas jug while you're bending the nozzle, you know what I mean? To get it, it's like,
Oh yeah. It's like
yeah, I
you're
just need
battling.
one extra hand, one extra arm, and it would be perfect.
Yep. Okay. For those of you that are watching us on YouTube, welcome. We're glad to have you with us. And if you want the Zoom link, it should be right there under Robert's channel. And if you go to the community or the membership tabs that are there, it should be there so that you can join us. So I see that like Bill Hancock and Shauna want to join us on the Zoom, as well as anybody else who can, who because obviously this is strictly for the members of the inner circle. So,
Yes.
and also check your email. Exactly, Pat. Pat said to do that because it did go out in an email. I did receive my email. Did you?
Wow, I didn't.
Maybe because you need to join the inner circle,
That's
Robert.
what I gotta do. I gotta join the inner circle. What
You
makes
put.
me special? I mean, honestly.
Oh my goodness. This is what we love about this is just the interaction of everybody getting into this. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, this is so exciting. Just in the last few days, watching everything grow, build, and just to all of the new things that we're doing, Robert, is just so incredible.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm really super excited. So who's ready
Yes.
for the first breakthrough? Jerome, you ready to go? Are
Shall we
you
go
just
ahead? All right.
giving a thumb, or is Jerome just giving a thumbs up that he's ready to watch some breakthroughs?
Well, we'll find out. I mean, Jerome has a really new look there, and I saw that he
I got the I got the Craig Jackman look.
woo the Craig
I
Jackman
thought
John Tier look. Yes.
That's
I
right,
haven't
John.
gotten to that level of smartness yet.
I would say John Terry. I don't got my beard. I told my barber just to take off everything. So this is just
Cool.
the new breakthrough.
Fantastic. It's great to see
Yeah,
you,
I did that a
Jerome.
couple of Novembers ago. I went in
Huh?
and I said, I don't like what's going on with my hair. And she said, well, I can just take it all off. And I said, all right.
Hey,
And
sometimes you a nice new start to things.
hmm Nice, clean, baby soft.
Exactly. But it'll be back in about three days though. You'll start to see some in here again.
Well, I
that's
honestly,
awesome.
Jerome, I shave every other day up here, in addition to every
Oh,
day down here.
Wow.
yeah.
But that's me. I mean, other people, I think
That's
they have
called
to do it every day and
that's an
or
Eagle
every other.
Scout. That's an Eagle Scout material right there.
What I am.
You're an Eagle Scout, Jerome?
I am.
Welcome to the club, my fellow bird
Yeah,
brain.
me too.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize you were also Robert.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Love it.
Yes.
It wasn't probably the same of you two because mine had to do with Native Indians.
I work with all. I work with all.
Okay, one more reminder before we get things underway. First of all, welcome everybody to the Breakthrough Session 3. And we really are glad to have you with us here. And we're going to get going shortly. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit the like button. Also, hit the share button so that you can share this with others. And, oh, wait a minute. No, we don't share this with anybody. You have to be in the inner circle. Scratch that part, but definitely make sure that you've hit the subscribe button. That's the most important thing, too, so that you're getting our videos on a regular basis, because you can be a part of this, but not be subscribed. And we want to spread the word about joining and becoming part of our great inner circle. So yes, everybody, for those of you who want to get on the Zoom and be part of this, it's very simple. Just go to roberthollis.com, or excuse me, youtube.com/@RobertHollis/community. And the links should be right there. I'll find it and post it in the chat as we get things rolling.
There you go.
But let's go ahead and get started, because we're here. We want to see some breakthroughs. And let's get going with the gentleman who's going to help us with all these breakthroughs, our mentor, our GPS to success, and a true life mechanic. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Hollis!
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig. When are you guys going to make enough money to have your own Craig? You know what I mean? You just gotta, hey, it's great. I used to know that there's a bunch of those guys that I see them in boxing, right? You know, and all of a sudden they're getting ready to walk out, and you got this whole crew behind you. You're the best. You're the best. You're the champion. And I'm going like, okay. It's like, yeah, it's sort of fun. So I feel that way about my inner circle members. So thank you so much. Linda, it seems like, yeah, I was just over at your house yesterday. So nice to see you on here. Thank you very much. And so who wants to go first? I was going to say something about if you're scared of the word breakthrough, that means you really need one. Okay. And the other thing is, I don't know if I want to come on live and share what I'm having difficulties with. You need a breakthrough from that. You know what I mean? So if you guys don't have a breakthrough, want to have something, you can just ask a question. Just know, as inner circle members, this time is yours with me. Okay? This time is yours with me. And I think I've said this before, there's not too stupid of a question. You know what I mean? People go, I think this is stupid. Sometimes we just need to get validation. You know, sometimes we just need to go, oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. Because mentally, I don't know why when we feel like we're perplexed or making things complicated or overthinking, the overthinking got us into the thought that we think that thought is stupid. Did you guys got that? It's like, oh my God, what am I going to sound like when the people with the t-shirts, what are they going to think of me when I ask this question? You know, Robert, if I reach out to somebody, should I use my fake Facebook account or my real one? Okay, maybe some of you are doing that. So just get rid of them all and just be you. Okay, so there. That if someone didn't know to answer that question, I got people going, I said, send me your Facebook profile. And I go on it and I'd go, I'd block you instantaneously. You know what I mean? It's like, 3 pictures that are not yours and 4 friends, it's like, yeah, you're not doing very well. Okay, Craig, I'm going to put it over to you. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Melody. Hi, Mary. Bill, Eric, Linda, Arthur, Jerome, Lisa Marie, my son Matthew, and the hostess with the mostest, Craig Jackman.
Bless you, man. Thank
Okay.
you. All right. So I see 2 hands up already. So let's go ahead and get this party started, so to speak. John Tier, your hand went up first. Lisa Marie, I see you're up there. So you're coming up. So let's go ahead and go to Mr. Tier. There you are. Please unmute yourself.
Hey,
Welcome to the
hey.
breakthrough session.
Hey,
Well,
John.
as you can hear, I'm a little hoarse dealing with all the children at school. I think some of them had something and I caught something. You know? Yesterday was the last day. So, man, my voice is a little little raspy today. So, but Robert, there was something that kind of came to my mind that I was thinking about with all the changes that you have going through. First of all, how are you doing? I meant to ask that.
Oh, man, you know me, greatly blessed, highly favored, and
That's
deeply.
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're great, man.
And Craig, by the way, you're doing a good job with that, with the new chat. I know it was just kind of overwhelming. I was kind of looking at it and people were just doing all kinds of things in there, you know.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. I didn't think that was going to even appear. I thought it was just going to be the notice to say, here's the event coming up. But then all of a sudden, bam!
People putting in videos from India. It's like, what is this?
We got it under control, though. Thank you very much, John.
I knew you figured it out. I knew you figured it out. Yeah.
and you know that I'm in a great place because I didn't even know what was going on. So that's great. To see
That's
how much
awesome,
it bothered me.
So, Robert, now with all the things and the changes that have been going on with YouTube and the podcast, and saw something Discord, and I was like, "What is Discord?" And then I tried to go in, and then it said the link was not, the invite was no longer valid. It's like, okay, what am I supposed to concentrate on?
What are you supposed to concentrate on?
Yeah, because
getting your voice to the world.
And so that leads back to, does that lead back to MDC?
I don't know, does it?
I mean, it could.
Yeah.
It could.
Let's make it really clear so people here know. Right now, I think that I'm up to $660 or something my YouTube channel's making. It is pretty crazy how fast it's growing. I don't mind sharing everything with you guys. So let me, instead of me saying that, would some of you mind seeing it? The thing that I love most about this works for me on virtually everything I do. So I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I seen a deal recently with Bob Proctor. It was an old training that he did. And he said, do you know what the difference is between people that win and people that don't? And he says it's very, very simple. Is people that win believe that the universe is conspiring to make it happen for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, if that person can do it, I can do it. Watch this. Like, you know, and other people are like going, you know, I don't know. I need to think about it. Oh, so we're almost at $700. So my checks right now from Facebook are, I think, $1.19.
Jeez.
And my checks from my income from MDC, let me see what they are so far this month. 12,000, and this will roll over when I get to 250K. So let's go to earnings. And so far in the last 30 days, I made 80,000. Where do you think that I should focus, John?
Wherever you make the most money.
So that's a great question. And it really is a question, John, that you got to ask yourself every day. See, and one of the things that if you guys, John, you know me pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you said, if I asked you and the rest of you, you're in this quiz, right? if I were to say, name my top 3 things that drive me, that I love, that I talk about all the time, what would you say those 3 things are?
The orphanage, dealing with children and animals.
Ding. Okay, that's one.
Yeah. Getting people breakthroughs, in other words, helping people.
Yeah, that honestly, that would be 4.
Okay.
But that's still in my top 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Making sure your family's taken care of. That's up there.
Ding, ding. Putting smiles on Terry's face, my dog's
Right.
face, my son's face.
Right.
Their wives, my grandchildren. Yes. Okay. That believe it or not was above even the orphans.
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah, there's a phrase out there: a drowning person's no help to a drowning person.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, what would you think my number 1 is?
Well, taking care of you, I guess.
Being the creator that God created me to be.
Yeah.
My whole mindset is on 2 things, and what a great question John's asking. You guys don't you agree? Okay, so I know the closer that I pull to that higher power that I call God, right?
Mm-hmm.
I even ask my son and other people, let me ask you what you call that superpower, that help. And some people will say a higher self or whatever, but I love this phrase, John. I live my life on this phrase, because when I read The Greatest Miracle in the World, somebody said, what you got to do is you got to set an audacious goal, a vision that is impossible. So my genius mind, I mean that, went, okay, what is the biggest thing I can think of? And the response was, outgive God. Now, when I tell people that, they go, that's stupid. Hey, I'm just going after the biggest vision I can do. You know what I mean? And so the second part is, it really comes to me on being a creator of how big of an impact that I can make for the most people as fast as I can. And for me, up till just recently, it's always been through network marketing. It's always been through network marketing. And then all of a sudden I go, no, if I get people the right mindset, they can be successful in whatever they set their hearts to be successful in. And so I've toyed with this a couple of times, John, where I would say, sort of like putting the cart before the horse.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'd say, listen, John, let me show you how to make $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year in network marketing. And that would be based on whatever company I was in at that time. And then immediately, the only way that I can get people to make a full-time income is I got to work on them. I got to get them to fall in love with themselves, make sure that they know they're a miracle, that they're enough, get rid of all their paradigms and their limiting beliefs. And when they get their mind and their heart right, then I can vision cast them. Because you can't vision cast somebody that feels like they're a piece of garbage, that they're beating themselves up every day, that they're not worthy. So I'm saying, hey, listen, so where you see yourself, give me some emotional things of where you see yourself in 3 years. And they're going, I hope I'm alive.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not in prison. I hope maybe my family is still talking to me. See, and I know that sounds weird, but you guys got to understand, when my mentor met me, that's where I was.
Robert, something I discovered recently, just, it was, I don't even know what the word would be for it, but I understand now, having been in school the last month, why our children are struggling with mindset, because I couldn't believe the kinds of things I was hearing for third and fourth graders. Well, I'm depressed or I'm angry. I'm like, you're in third grade. What are you possibly be depressed about? And then as they were walking out the class, as they were walking outside, then I started listening to the teachers.
Yes.
And I was like, wow. I said, they're only mimicking what they hear around them.
Right.
If it's coming from their parents or if it's coming from teachers, and if they don't have a positive mindset, how can we expect our children to have a positive mindset?
It's like I'm dealing with so much anxiety and I'm dealing with so much that I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like I can't take any more. And then you got these competitive parents seeing if they can get their children in 15 things.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like, and then the teachers are not getting paid. No one treats them with any worth. And the reason why is because the kids are not getting good results. Well, why is that? Well, because we have a 200-year-old education system that no one wants to fix.
And let me tell you, Robert, they were, they they were not letting a couple of teachers didn't let the children be children. And I had to step in and say, hey, I got this. Let the kids be kids, because I needed to find out what their personality was. And
Yes.
I immediately saw leadership qualities in some of them. Everyone had something different. But before we started, I had them say a little bit of affirmation. I had them say, I am a miracle. I am worthy. I had them saying that, and we took a minute to think about those things before we got started singing. And
Wow.
and one of the things I did, I found one little girl. She was always, everybody was always just, but I made her a directress. And so because I could see some leadership skills in there, people were following her. So I took her and put her up front. And we don't seem to have those things in the school.
No.
They wanted all the children to be little soldiers and do the same thing. Oh, you guys are too loud. You need to be represented in school. No, they're children.
I know we got a bunch of different age groups here. I'm 61. I didn't have homework.
Mm.
What the hell is homework?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be taught by the people in school, and then they would give you a test, and then you pass the test and you get a grade and you move on. Now it's like you got parents going, I can't believe the amount of homework that they're sending home. And I don't know how to help them with their homework. So I didn't do algebra and geometry. And I forgot I didn't know how to spell and read to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But to show you guys just one thing, Terry and I homeschooled our sons.
And I, for a long time, I didn't really understand the homeschool, but I know one of my nieces is being homeschooled. But now, having just gone into that public school system, I said, well, I can see why. Why do I want to expose my kids to this nonsense?
Wow. Yeah. And
why
so
would we do that?
we went to California is one of the biggest areas, and we went to a convention center, and it took us 2 days to go through the convention center on stuff that they were teaching homeschool kids, like booth after booth after booth. And I seen this one person teach this young kid, and it was like they taught them math in like 5 minutes. They were showing, do this, do this, do this. I've never seen that. And but it made sense to me right away. And I said, wow, that is awesome. And she said, yeah, we cannot get it into the school system and the curriculum. And I'm going like, well, what's your background? Well, I was a teacher. Then I was a professor at a university. And then I had children. And I went, there's no way in hell I'm putting those kids in school. So I had to learn homeschooling. And so she said, listen to this, you guys, because we live in a different world. She said, as soon as because I was a professor, I started doing research on all the professors that said so-and-so is the best professor at this. And oh my God, if you knew what John Tier is with music, he's amazing. And she said, I started doing tutoring with my kids with the best people that knew the best stuff. And one thing that I heard from the mentor and coach that I'm learning from right now, for some of you, I'm for the circle here, I don't want to keep it quiet, but I hired a guy named Evan Carmichael, and you got investigators, private investigators like Arthur that figured it out before I told anyone. But Arthur, I'm sorry, Evan Carmichael on an Instagram coaching that I caught today is because I know I don't have to plug in. That's why I did this, but I'm watching him coach every single person because I understand that I'm getting upfront, straight ways of him coaching other people how to do it. Sort of like what I'm doing with you guys, right? And he said to this person, she said, yeah, I've had a YouTube channel forever. And he goes, yeah, he said, so have I. But it really doesn't make any difference because just in the last 2 years is when YouTube is really turned on. And she goes, really? And she goes, now he says, get this. If you reach out to somebody today and say, hey, do you want to learn something? They go, oh yeah, just go to YouTube. He says, it wasn't that way 2 years ago. So people thought that YouTube is like TikTok 2 years ago. Well, I'm going to go over there and watch some people dance and do some stupid stuff. And it's like TikTok has taken that audience and other people that want to teach people stuff go to YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's going, so the greatest teachers in the world right now are on YouTube. And so when you guys are talking about categories of what you should do, it's crazy to me. I seen this lady today, and all she does is she's made 6 figures a year by doing branding photos. And she said she cannot keep up with the work. So she's teaching people how to be branding photographers. So there's, photographers that do the world, and then there's wedding photographers, right? And then you got people that go to a restaurant and need to take the photographs to put it on a website or put it on social media now. So pictures of the food, the menu, the way the sign looks and everything. And she was going, Evan was going, and I went and looked at her YouTube channel, and she's got 50, 60,000 views on videos of the stuff that she teaches on how to do branding. And I watched Evan change 4 things for her that you guys are going to get from me. And I don't mind telling you one right now. He goes, well, let's go to your YouTube channel. And he goes, wow. He says, look at all the pictures. You're good at taking pictures. And she goes, well, of course I am, because I get paid by Reebok and all these people. And he says, yeah, so when people go to your YouTube channel, the very first thing they see is you're good at taking pictures, and so are they. So let's go up to where your links are. So you're taking people from your YouTube channel directly to your Instagram. Don't you see a problem with that? And she goes, what should be there? And he goes, that link should be to your course. That should be to your course of teaching people how to be brand photographers. And she went, oh my God. So if you guys go to my YouTube channel right now, the very first link that you see up there is to the Inner Circle.
And there it is, right here.
So, it's neat to learn from others, right? But your question was, what should I focus on? And here's where the world teaches us the wrong things, John. You ready?
Yes.
You got to be balanced. No, you can have it all, and you can have it now.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see if I know you well enough and been listening well enough. The very first thing that John would love, other than putting God first, his family second, is John's trying to make a transformation from a job to a full-time or bigger income so he can create freedom to do what God's called him to do.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe I've asked you that before.
Maybe not. And not men name those kind of terms, but
Right.
yeah.
But see, for me now, I know how long it takes to build social media. So I've had a YouTube channel forever. I've had a Facebook profile forever. I went out like a lot of people like Arthur. I shared with him Discord and I said, wow, you've been on here since 2019. He said, it doesn't mean I used it. And he was like me. I was like in here, oh man, something else to learn, you know? But these are just better. It's like going from a corded phone to a cell phone, to a BlackBerry, to a smartphone. See what I mean? It's like these steps that we take. And once I use Telegram, I don't know why people use Facebook Messenger. You know? And now I see what Discord is, and it's like Discord is like Telegram and Zoom on steroids.
Yeah, I watched a little video about it that Craig had posted, and I saw, man, this looked like it took everything and just put it all in one area at one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't mind sharing with you guys one quick thing here. Let me click into my Telegram here. I mean, not Telegram, my Discord. And what I'll do, look at
oh my, Arthur.
Way to go, Arthur. So this here is here. If there's anything that I love most, this is me. Do you guys see? I'm not a guy that asks questions. So I'm showing you the Discord from Believe Nation, which is Evan Carmichael's Backdale, right? So when you're first coming in, you're looking at welcome and announcements. And this is always what Facebook group should be. So when a person comes in brand new, well, here's the rules. Here's the announcements, right? Here's the thoughts. Here's a morning routine. This is what I'm currently reading. See, when I go through them step by step, don't you guys go, I can't wait for Robert to brain dump in here.
Yeah.
Because
very organized.
Because if someone came into even a YouTube channel, do you guys understand how they don't even know that they don't know what the first steps or the second steps are? So Matt, being the genius that Matt is, you know, he's part of this. So he's immediately taking this and duplicating it right into our Discord. So here, you know, so people would get to do their welcome. So now if I go back here, this is what opens up when you become an Inner Circle member. So we'll be able to build the Discord and add all the other stuff. But if you're not an Inner Circle member, there's no need for you to click on it because you can't do anything. But then there's a certain group of personalities that like challenges. Here's asking for help. See what I mean? Here's the one I love the most. This one sold me immediately. Trainings and videos. So now you don't have to search for one. You're looking for a topic. You know, I already got a YouTube channel. I already got subscribers. How do I, titles that will attract people. You see what I mean? So as we start building this together, I'm going to be able, people go, I need to know this. This is where I can go. I need to go this. This is what I need to do. So now Evan teaches a bunch of stuff, right? So if you want to be a coach and you want to learn to do one-on-one coaching or group coaching, that's not what I do. I do breakthroughs.
Okay.
Because to be honest, this is really helping me explain as somebody wanted to know. It's like, I hope you guys don't get mad at me when I say this, but I have totally brain dumped everything that I know on how to be good at network marketing. It's all on my YouTube channel. So every day for a year and a half, I had to get up and think about a title and go through my leather-bound journals, thinking of something that I hadn't covered yet. And I'm done. It doesn't mean that I can't tell you what I said on one of those videos. All right. But I just all of a sudden, John, felt really stifled. You know what I mean? It's like when you bring leaders into a company, they already have egos and think they're the best. So they're just going to do what they do. And it doesn't make a difference. But I'm not upset at that, because if we were playing football, someone's got to be a wide receiver. Someone's got to be a defensive end. Someone's got to be the center. Someone's got to be the quarterback. See, so I know there's a number of different ways to build this business, but I'm no longer interested in trying to change the minds of people that didn't want to be changed. Get it?
Yes.
So
yes.
There was even some of my outward videos where I'm slapping people in the face and going, listen, you don't even know who the GOATs in our industry is. That's nowhere else in the world. The best pilots know who the best pilots are.
Sure.
It's like the best music people know who the best music people are. Sure. Network marketing is the only industry in the world where no one knows who the GOATs are. And that's why it's got a problem.
Yeah.
So now I just all of a sudden seen MDC's training turn into a bunch of producers and non-producers getting time on stage to speak what they're talking about.
I know.
And so there is a way to build the business, and it's based off documentation. You know what I mean? So I just thought, here's my whole thing, you guys, so you get me. In the last 5 years, I've learned that if people's hearts and minds are not right, they're not going to build a frickin' thing. And so people wanted to come to me to learn how to make money in network marketing. And then I would do exactly what my mentor did with me, is get my mind right, my paradigms right, my thinking right, always excited, looking, meditating on the future, reading things that were constantly putting me in that state where I could stay at that high frequency and perform. And so people try to duplicate me on the wrong frequency, and they don't sound very good when they're singing karaoke.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a great example?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so I thought, wow, if there's such a large group of people on the planet that would love to do what they want to do, help children, and make sure that not one child is ever left alone in a hospital room, that focusing on that and feeling emotions and making that happen. I don't remember who sent me it. I think it was Matt, maybe it was Arthur, but John Cena definitely has the record for making the most wishes come true with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And it's by 3 times. So they said the one that they know the most has done 200, and he's done like 600. And he said, I don't need to talk much about my childhood, but all Make-A-Wish has to do is call me up and say, there's a kid that wants to meet you, and that's part of his wish. And he says, everything's on hold. I'll be right back. I'll drop everything and go make that kid's dream come true. And I went, damn, see that. So that's what inspires me. So me telling you that I don't know of another way to make fast income that's residual, where you can empower others to generate an income to make them free. I don't know of a better thing than network marketing. And where I know where MDC is now and where it's going, I believe that it's laser light years ahead of every other company.
Oh, very much so.
So,
yeah.
So now you understand.
Yeah. In my opinion, MDC is not really a network marketing company. It's an affiliate company. It's an affiliate company with network marketing tendencies, but no, it's my mind is people, this is my opinion, people are trying to use a network marketing mindset to build MDC, but MDC is not a network marketing company. It's an affiliate company. And, Josh said it, it was a very quick thing, but it's a very powerful thing.
Yes.
Hit your store, share your store. And you got to think of yourself as being a mini Amazon, and you want to get thousands and thousands and thousands of people just doing a little bit at a time. And yet we still keep hearing get 500 BV. Like, man, that's not it, man. That's not it.
No, and I was telling Linda and her group, she was on a group with a bunch of incredible women. And I said, listen, this is only 10 BV difference. When I got in this company, all the training that I seen for certain people is you go out and you do 100 in personal volume, and then you help 2 people or 5 people. It's like 10 people do, 10 in PV, 100 in PV. And I'll never forget, all of a sudden looking at the comp plan and someone said, well, to get your binary checker, go to 1K, you need to do 90 in personal volume. And I said, no, it's 100. And they go, no, it's on the comp plan, it's 90. I was immediately pissed off at every person that told me 100. Like, I can't afford 10 PV. Because, and here's why. In the 500 scenario, let's say that you're not stupid. Why not do 90 in PV for yourself and then put a position on the left and the right and do the remaining and split it between the 2 positions so that you get to jumpstart off those 2 positions?
Right.
See, because as soon as someone tells me to do something and I do it following their lead, and then I found out they made $250 when they should have made 45, that pisses me off. You're no longer my upline. You're no longer my trainer and teacher. You took advantage of me. You lied to me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so,
Yep.
that's why I let people in free. And then I tell them, hey, listen, you're only going to get paid 25%, but I'd rather help them enroll somebody. And then when that person buys some product, now I got to tell them that, listen, you can get the other 25% by going to executive, before Thursday at midnight.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's really about helping them become more than what they can even imagine. Most people don't understand. Most people in network marketing don't make any money at all.
None.
So
less than 1% of people. And I told someone today, I don't know if you guys seen it posted. Sometimes it takes a while to get it, but when you get it, you got it forever. And so Joshua Daramella not only hit 1K in Nigeria, but if you guys know his story, this guy lived in the middle of frickin' nowhere. He was 6 hours of public transportation from Lagos. So when I first got this kid in and showed him how to get to 25% by building a group, when he had enough money to finally become an executive, he said, well, I can't do it tomorrow. He says, let's do it on Monday. And I said, why can't you do it tomorrow? And he says, I'm going to go pick up my product. And I said, okay. And he says, Robert, it takes me 6 hours to get there. This guy got on 3 buses for 6 hours one way to pick up his product. That's the kind of people I want to work with.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not only a 1K, but last month he broke a 1K underneath him last month. So this guy's not only in the 1%, he's now in the 0.001%, because he not only hit a rank and got paid, but he also helped somebody else rank and get paid.
Yeah, sometimes I think we Americans are too fat.
Yeah. Not only too fat, you know what the biggest problem with Americans are? Too many choices.
Yeah.
Just way too many choices. So they got all the choices in the world, so they can easily make a decision, then dump it. Make a decision, then dump it. Make a decision, then dump it. And so, Joshua Daramella, I mean, golly. Oh, so he's made enough money it was since he's been with me, where he's relocated him and his family to Lego.
That's awesome.
Now he lives in a nice area around Lagos. But listen to this. He's also the one that's doing the presentations and the training at the Lagos Nigeria office. I mean, this kid is a freaking rock star. He's the kind of person I need to be interviewing.
Yeah.
So what do you say to people that that say that they don't have internet service, because they don't have electricity? And he's like, I've never had electricity in my home. What? Where I live, no one's got electricity. Well, how do you charge your phone? You got to go downtown, and there's a big strip, and everyone plugs their phone in and sits around and has coffee and talks while their phone are charging. You do that every day. If I want to use my phone. And that place, you can give the person a little bit of money and they'll give you the password that they change all the time. And you can use their Wi-Fi. That's how I met you. Gee whiz.
Wow. 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 Wow.
So now you know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I
Yeah.
just that doing what I'm doing now can impact more people. And if they say, well, I want to make this, and this happen, and I need to make some extra income, there's no way I know of empowering people than showing them how to empower other people by moving their buying power and helping everyone learn just to do 90 points, around $185 tax and freight, and that you can build this organization of 2 that get 4 that get 8. And now you can dial in exactly what you want to earn and what you want to make. So some of you think that my number one goal is to help you earn income by building social media. That's not what Inner Circle is about. Inner Circle is about giving you a vision that's so emotionally charged to you each and every day that you get excited. And then my job is not to be God. I guarantee you, I get you on the right frequency and you're emotionally dreaming about the things that you're going to do for others, and stuff will come out of nowhere.
This is true.
And it might not be the path that you were thinking you were going to go. I believe that some of you that are not worried about money, Lisa Marie, we'll talk to her next, but I believe that Lisa Marie right now, if she could get the story out about what she wants to do, that she would just find the people to donate money to her to make it happen. Now, if she doesn't believe that, then she's going to build a group in network marketing and MDC and bring that money in to make it happen. Does that make sense to you guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
John, thank you for bringing this up. Did this clear this up with all of you?
Wow. Very
so
much
all
so.
the stuff that I'm doing, you don't have to duplicate. It's just me trying to make a bigger impact. Me making a bigger, faster impact in a lot of people's lives. I believe that I'll help a lot of people in their heart and their minds change what they're doing, and they might never need to do network marketing. Now, I know it's a nice avenue for me. So,
yeah. Thank you, Robert.
You bet, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, John. Thank
Hi,
you
Shauna.
so
Hi,
much.
Brene.
Okay.
Hi,
Hi. Sorry, go ahead, Robert.
No. I just said hi, Bill.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and I see, okay, I've got Lisa Marie, Rebecca, Jerome's hands are up. I've got a question from Eric Markham. So how's that?
Okay.
Perfect. Lisa Marie Cook. Guess whose turn it is? Go ahead and open up and share, please.
Hey guys.
Hi, Lisa Marie. How are you?
Wow.
I love you. How many people love Lisa Marie? All of us? The one thing, hey, Don't apologize.
That really tore me up. That tore me up. You talking about Nigeria?
Yeah. That's
I
when
I
you
have
find the
dealt.
right when you find the right people, it's here's the crazy thing, Lisa Marie. When you find the right people, they do whatever they need to do to make it happen. And so
in
Lisa Marie had this incredible guy reach out to me and just goes, I don't know. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, look at this guy, look at this guy. And they're going, oh my God, and he right away, he says, I hope you don't mind. He reached out to me and he goes, I hope you don't mind, but I needed to tell Lisa Marie what happened. So why did he feel like he had a connection with you?
I've had a connection with him ever since I've been in this company for 5 years. I have.
Isn't that crazy?
I've had a connection with a lot of people from Africa, a lot. And my heart goes out to them.
Oh,
And I thought, and and I have done what you did. I have done that many times. It just, in fortune, fortune.
yeah.
I mean, the same scenario, and it kills me.
It kills you.
It tears my heart up.
It makes you sad. It doesn't kill you.
No, it doesn't. No. And I think that
it's easy to say my heart goes out to someone that I know could change their life with doing this, but they just don't see it.
No, they don't. They have no belief. And when I first started, I was connecting, and you know what? And I'm not afraid to say it was Africans that freaking scammed me.
Yeah.
So why does my heart go out to them? Because
the majority of people there are good people.
they are.
The majority of the people there are good people. And I've been scammed a lot too, Lisa Marie, and it was by people from America.
And I tell them that people here are no better.
No.
Absolutely not.
Here's something I don't understand, you guys. Is there anyone here that's been taken advantage of? If you're taken advantage of, raise your hand. And if you don't want to raise your hand because that feels weird, just put a 1. Because see, if I say 1 removed, does anybody know of anyone that's been scammed? Raise your hand. All right. I got a thought for you. This is just a thought. Is that the universe not only teaching us a lesson, but also a lesson in forgiveness?
Yes, absolutely. And that is exactly how I see it.
Because most times people are lying to us that deceive us and take our money, but then there's other people that promise us riches for doing nothing. And it's just one of those things where you go, oh my God, I got caught up in trying to make another shortcut. And it's like, all right. And man, I've been taken advantage of for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a philosophy that I know that the way that I got the money to invest is the same source as continuing to give me money. Mm-hmm. So if I wasn't a good disciple with the money or a good vessel with the money, I'm just going to get better.
Okay.
Because some people are upset and pissed off at the people that scammed them. And then there's a whole different part of our personality that goes, boy, I am gullible. I got to be like the stupidest person on the planet. And unfortunately, big sums of money usually incorporate other people that know about it. So now we got to look at our spouse and go, geez, There was this guy that said, I guarantee to find a house for you in Orange County. And he showed me his website and everything. And I gave him 15 grand and never heard from him again.
Mm.
I'm laughing. And I just go, dear God, in the name of Jesus, I forgive this guy. I don't want to think about him anymore. You deal with him. I'm not going to deal with that anymore.
Mine was 3 times that amount, and my husband brings it up every stinking time. I wanted to tell you that before because
why shouldn't he bring it up?
Because it's in the past. I've paid for it several times. Thank you.
Yeah, but you still don't know how much it hurt him.
I know it did. And he can't trust me. He thinks
He shouldn't.
People learn lessons.
They do. But what they do is they redeem themselves. See, there's one part where you go, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. The other people go, am I going to have to pay for this forever? Is it like I'm in a jail sentence forever? The answer is yes. Until you redeem yourself. The answer is yes. People don't know this about criminal law, but it's not only that you steal something and then you get caught for stealing, so you got to serve some time, but there's another word. It's called restitution. And
I didn't make the offense. I was not a criminal.
You were the victim. So now the way that you gain your husband's trust back from that is you focus, you make extra money on top of what you want to do, and you walk up to him and you hand it to him with interest.
God, wouldn't that be freaking nice? Yes.
Yes. So that's what, 30, 60, 60,000, was it?
45.
45,000. Figure out when you did it. What is normal interest? What Shark Tank does is 10%.
Holy shit, Robert.
Right. So I'm telling you. So 45,000. But this is a goal, Lisa Marie. This is a goal. 4,500. That's 50 grand. 49,500. To do that in MDC is simple. It's simple. That means you got to be a 50K. That means you got to have 550 people in your group that are active with 90 in volume. Now, once you do this, you're not only going to make 50K, but you're going to make 50K a month. So there's a lot of things that come from this. It's like, hey, listen, I know you're nice and you forgive me. And, every once in a while you brought it up, but here's an envelope. And he opens up, and what's this? This is 50,000. Why are you giving me this? Because I messed up and I'm sorry. And I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Well, what am I going to do with this money? I'm just going to put it in the checking account, the savings account. No, you need to spend that money on you. I got it. Yeah, but what are you going to do? I got 50 grand coming in next month too.
Right.
There's a lot of things. You will watch the person that brings it up till all of a sudden you're going to be out and about, or maybe you're not. And people are going to walk up to you and go, Lisa Marie, man, you're crushing it. Man, congratulations. You're doing all this stuff with animals. This is just awesome. And you go, how do you know that? Your husband was just bragging on you like you wouldn't freaking believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And he told this person, and he told this person. Are you guys hearing me? The people that, feel like sometimes they want to bring up because we always made the mistake. I've made mistakes with my wife, and I've told her I'm going to 10-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. I'm going to make up for the time that we lost our car, lost our home, lost our income, and Terry had to move in with her parents with 2 toddlers. And then here's a really good one. I'm not even around. I'm freaking Atlanta trying to build a business. How many years? 3 years. Then when things worked out and I got it right, I got in a company and they go, we'll do anything for you. You just tell me what you want. And I said, I want a grandfathered position above me, front level to the company, and Terry Hollis. You don't want to be grandfathered? No, I don't deserve it. I'll start at the bottom, just like I did with MDC. No legs, no money, no position, nothing. I'll pay my way in. I'll do it all myself. And there's companies that offer me $3-4 million sign-up bonuses to go over and build over their company. I just, no, I don't want to do that. Why? Because it's not fair to the other people that I bring in.
Right.
I can't bring Joshua in and say, listen, got to find a way to get the money. I started as builder. And then I upgraded to executive. I want my story to be congruent. So then all of a sudden she's at home with her parents, living with her parents with 2 toddlers. She gets an envelope and she opens it up and it's $7,000. And they went up from there, just like I'm doing at MDC.
Mhm.
It didn't take very few months before I was able to fly back to Billings and put my family in a U-Haul truck and bought a home in Conyers, Georgia, and been paying back ever since.
Can I tell you what my first vision was when I
Sure.
first joined this company? And I actually got scammed before I joined this company. It's been 7 years ago. I was in a different company
Well,
at
that's a
that
long
time.
sentence.
It is. It is. When I found out who it was, well, I didn't know him. Actually, I did, or I thought I did. Knew him for a long time, but it wasn't who it was. But anyway, I get all the Africans. I don't know why. They just are like, I'm like a sponge. It's like, oh my goodness. And I have nothing against them.
I don't think that you have anything against anybody.
I don't. I mean, I have some very good friends there. I have very good friends that I have been friends with for 5 years, some a few longer. You
And you
know,
have friends within 10 miles of you that see you the same way. They're not going to do the business. It's not them for them. They're thinking it's something it's not. It's just part of the sorting process.
Yeah. But after I found out who it was or whatever, I even had the FBI involved. I was that right, Friday. I was going, boy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
it's very, very difficult to just let it go.
it is, especially when I had documentation. This, and this, and I'm going to the FBI and they said their hands were tied.
Well, there could be someone on if Matt's on here and he can look up AI. That's why there's terms out there where you can't get blood from a turnip.
Yeah.
And you really, it's difficult. Have you ever heard the scorpion story? The scorpion and the frog story?
Oh, I have. Yes.
Yeah. For those of you that haven't heard it, all of a sudden this flash flood, and all of a sudden this frog sees a scorpion and he goes, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Why, my family's on the other side of the water. And I don't know where this water comes from." And the frog said, "Me too. I'm going to swim over and see him." And he's like, "I can't swim. Can I swim on your back? Can I get on your back?" And he's going, "No, you're a scorpion. You'll sting me." And he goes, "That's so stupid. I wouldn't sting you because if I stinged you, you'd die and we'd both drown." And he goes, "That makes sense." So he gets a scorpion on his back and he starts swimming across the water and the scorpion stings him. And he looks up at him and said, "Why'd you sting me?" And he said, "It's in my nature. That's what I do."
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's people out there that's the way that they operate. And I think it's pretty crazy because it's like saying how many people know somebody that's been abused? And how many people know people that have been divorced? It's like no one really wants to say how prevalent it is. It's just that there's people that are out there that have done stuff and they will continue to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, and it's not for me to figure out, you know. It's like, don't take that class. I don't know why they do that, and I don't know why they continue to do that. And
because
now,
they don't know any better. They
Yeah.
that is all they know how to do. They learned it from there.
yeah,
I
they
mean,
become,
that's all
that's
they know.
that's the thing. They become who they hang around. So all of us see court cases where while the person is being sentenced, then you got the family members that come up of the victims that are no longer with us. And do you hear the number one thing that people say while they're up there saying, you took my daughter from me? You took my husband from me. You took my wife from me. You took my daughter from me. I'll never be able to walk her down the aisle. I won't have any grandkids. And you know what they're always upset about? The person wouldn't even look me in the eye and say that they're sorry. They don't have the capability to do it. They're psychopaths. They're people that do not understand how to feel the feelings of others. They just don't.
Why do I feel like it's my responsibility to help them?
Well, you can help the right people, but it's sort of like a litmus test. So as you're reaching out, if you have a love and you're attracting a bunch of people, it doesn't make a difference from what country, if it's Philippines or India, or, you know, there's people all over, but you got to give them a little bit of a litmus test, because as they immediately go into their story about how bad they're doing, and they need your help, right? The very next step with them is, I say to people, is that, listen, I can show you how to never have to borrow money again. And I teach people how to fish. Now, if they won't become an affiliate and they won't introduce me to other people that want to be an affiliate, they don't want to fish. They want you to give them a fish.
I got to just let them go. I do.
And here's what I do. I'll tell you how I got away from this. You guys will love this. Is I don't like lying to anybody, including a scammer. I just don't want to lie. I don't want to put that out there. So what I did is I made a decision that my excess money is going to go to orphans. My excess money is going to go. I didn't know there was this thing called kinship. You know, so there's not only orphanages, but there's foster homes from kids that got taken away from their parents, like me. And then there's other ones that are in kinships where someone in their family stepped up to take care of them. And it could be like a grandma, you know, and they can't even get a hold of the parents to get the stuff done right, or they can't afford the lawyers to get guardianship. So because they don't have guardianship, the government won't give them money to take care of kids that don't have any parents. That's effed up. See, so we could go through any kind of injustice that we want to find. So when I made that commitment to make sure that that's where I was going to focus it. And then the second thing I did is I shared with my wife that I wanted her and me to have a conversation that if I was going to give any money to anybody, that I had to ask her first. It's just it's our money. It's not my money. And so I just now say, people would say, well, can you borrow me some money? I need money. You know, I think I didn't read all of Eric's deal, but it's like, hey, my daughter's dying and we need money for a funeral or whatever. And I would just say to him, I said, listen, the money that God gives me is given to children that have no parents. That's where all my money goes. And if someone wants to argue with me why they think they're more important than a child that doesn't have any parents that tells them that they love them and that they're worthy and that they're enough, if you're going to go on this and say that you need the money more than them, then I know exactly where your heart is. And then once I got that set up, Lisa Marie, now if someone says, send me money, I need help with this. I send them my link to Jesus Way and say, you're right. I need money. Can you, so now when people reach out to me, I need money for this. I send them this link and I say, I need money for this. I do exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do back to them what they do to me.
Yeah. I do have a second line though that is very impressive. Under me. Uh-oh.
You know what? Well, you were breaking up. Can you?
I see it was I lost my connection. We just called and complained about that today. We got to get an upgrade or something. But anyway, there is a second line under Yami that is looking very nice, and she wants to meet you. But
Awesome.
I think that she needs to.
I think that things are changing for you because you're changing.
Oh.
Say, yeah, they are.
Maybe that would be awesome.
Why now? See, why would you say maybe?
Well, I'm not getting my hopes up. We'll just wait and see.
Why won't you get your hopes up?
Because I've been disappointed a lot in myself.
Well, great. You're part of the family. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Seriously.
I hear you. I have a lot to offer. I do.
You not only have a lot of offer, but you have to start daydreaming, and you got to believe in the possibilities that everyone doesn't believe in.
Right. And I do. And that just, you know what?
But every once in a while, your brain and your mouth says different stuff. I mean, oh my God, this is killing me. No, it's not killing you.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But you keep getting better and better and better. And
I'm getting
yes,
gooder.
You are. So this stuff is happening to me now because I deserve it and I'm worth it. Say that to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I am. Amen.
No, don't say amen. Say that to me.
I am worth it. I have so much to offer. I can give so much value to so many people. I need the right ears to hear the words that I have.
Yes. So you're not going to be the defeated person anymore. You're not going to beat yourself up anymore. You're going to step into the miracle that you are. I need you, Lisa Marie, to imagine the look on your husband's face, handing him a big wad of cash in an envelope. I wish you would set up a video someplace of your phone and not tell him that you're recording it.
I will. I will.
So he comes in and the phone's just setting and she says, "Hi, honey, I got something for you. What's this?" And don't say I told you so.
Right.
Don't say I put this together because you're on my ass all the time, every day.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, just say here, I couldn't think of another way to prove to you how sorry I am.
Right.
Let's get him all over the world bragging about Lisa Marie.
Yeah.
Lisa Marie, think about this. There's a big event. We got him going to the event, and then they call your name, and you bring him on stage, and he sees everybody stand up and give you a standing ovation. And he's like, "This is my wife." Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
No, it's going to be awesome.
I could see it.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I could see
And
it.
you know, usually it's the man that does the work. So they usually bring like a dozen flowers. They give the guy the trophy and then they give the woman a dozen flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get the trophy. So they'll give him the flowers.
Right. Yep.
And he can say, like I say now.
Yes.
Go, what do you do? And I go, I'm a house husband. I do whatever she tells me to do. And they go, now, wait a minute. We heard that you were a Hall of Fame network marketer. Yeah, but I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't doing it for her.
Right. You know what? That's right. I need to do it for somebody else, not me.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did that purposely, and it changed everything about me.
Yeah.
You guys know I don't pay myself. I don't get a paycheck. When taxes happen, Hannah and Matt get a income statement from Hollis Foundation. So does Terry. And so does Kyle. I'm just a bum.
A bum that gives everybody everything that they ever wanted. How cool is that?
It's the best.
Yeah.
Because instead of telling people that you appreciate them and love them, they know it.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
I love making my family feel guilty until they feel like they're worth it.
Right.
If you ask Matt right now, or ask my wife, Kyle, why does your father pay you? Why does your husband pay you? He says it makes him happy. And it does.
Yeah. I want to be that person. I
Yeah.
wanna
So
be
the
that
only thing that made me
person.
take my life to the next level is when I started throwing out to the world that video I did, come up with an idea. I'm playing too small. I can play bigger than this. It needs to be 25,000 orphans.
Right. Right. Right.
I don't get up in the morning and go, I just don't want to perform for my family and the orphans today.
I told that story on one of my lives about you and the 2,500 and going for 25,000. So yeah.
Can you imagine?
I
Can
feel
you
your
really
vision,
imagine?
dude.
My mind could be like your mind. I just ask it different questions. I
Right.
just have it set up different. That's what breakthroughs are. And so I get up in the morning and I stretch instantaneously in prayer mode on my knees.
It's just
Then
habitual.
back in the bed, listening to 6-phase meditation.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of songs that I listen to. I listen to Daydream. I listen to that song. I listen to the Spirit Lead Me to Trust Me. Yet I know we posted all the songs, but they're all on my playlist. Damn it, I don't have my phone here. Oh, see, isn't it funny that the download came to me?
Yeah.
This is my list that I listen to, you guys.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love all those songs.
So, I'll listen to this at night, Bob Proctor at night.
Hmm.
And then I listen to this one in the morning. And then after that, sometimes I listen to some or all of these songs.
I like listening both the 6-phase and Bob Proctor.
Yeah. And this song is in my head all day long.
Yeah.
There's a part of this song that says, I've been to shore to shore to shore to shore. If there's a shortcut, I would have found it, but there's no easy way around it.
Mhm.
And it just says, love is the answer. So it says, light, shine on me. And then it says, shine on others and set them free. Love is the answer. It's like, oh my God, I feel like crying right now.
Beautiful lyrics.
I can't listen to these songs and be, oh, it sucks to be me.
Mhm.
It sure sucks to be me. It's like, are you kidding me? I say that I almost listen to all those songs. Usually it's one or two and my butt's out of bed and I make the bed. I'm the last out of it. Terry gets up in the morning to feed the dogs. And man, I'm wound tight. And my wife loves
yeah,
my wife
yeah.
loves that because she needs a little bit of time. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but if I get up before you and Lisa Marie, you got out of bed and come around a corner, I go, here she comes to say good day. It's Lisa Marie Mouse. My sons are just like, God,
That's
yeah.
funny.
I'm trying to wipe the sleep out of my eyes. I haven't had a cup of coffee. And it's like, hey, they get a big hug. I tell them, you can give me a hug and be done in a minute. And because if I get up and give you a hug, it's going to last longer.
Right.
So it's like,
I wake up like that
they
every
all
morning.
have to give me a hug before they go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My wife listens to the meditation with me because it's a speaker that's on her headboard facing straight down. And I give her a kiss, ask her how her day was, tell her how much I love and appreciate her. And I say, you ready for some Bob Proctor?
You know what? That makes your relationship. I'm getting Fred into that a little bit too. And I'm telling you what, that helps in the intimacy part big time. So,
Oh, if you're in a
absolutely.
good mood, that's
Right.
gonna help. That's
Yeah.
always gonna help.
Yeah,
It's
for
like,
sure.
who wants to fool around with someone negative? You know what I mean?
Good thing this is a private group and everybody else anyway, he peeked his head in here a while ago when John was talking. He's waving. I said he can't see you right now, but anyway, he's
well. Tell him we love and appreciate him, and man, I'm Lisa Marie. You just keep walking step by step, baby steps. You're getting closer and closer, and watch. It's like let me say this to you, okay? There is not anything in the life that we try to step out and do stuff better for us than somebody else without the Darth Vaders of the world.
I'm sorry.
Without the Darth Vaders of the world just smacking us in the head.
Right. Yeah, exactly. No, you can say hi now.
Say hi. Come on.
Oh, how are you, Robert? Good to see you.
Wonderful. How are you?
Craig, he shaved his head too.
Oh my
All
God.
right. Welcome to the bald.
I hear you guys. I appreciate you guys, Craig.
I
hear those
appreciate you guys
announcements
too, man.
Thank you so much, Fred.
Love
Good
you.
to
Have
see
a
you.
great day.
Mhm. There you go.
Yeah. So it's when you really realize how many people have got slapped upside the head and taken advantage for.
Yeah, for sure.
And I still don't know what that is. I still don't know what that is, you know, because I don't believe that we're in a spiritual warfare. Some beliefs do believe that. I just believe that when we really want to make a difference, that we send out that vibration, and the people that are not good pick up that vibration as well. And they go, oh my God, this is going to be easy. This is going to be so easy. And I just believe that it makes us be more focused on what our intent is.
You're right. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you should just look at it. You should look at it honestly as a lesson.
I absolutely am. But I feel like I've got to do something to finish off that lesson so that I can move on.
You're done with it.
Yeah.
You're done with it as soon as you let go of it. Watch this.
It's out of here.
It's just that simple.
It is not serving me.
For people that are spiritual or religious, you know, there's this thing that people constantly say, well, you know, if you just knew my past, and, you know, I wasn't a good person. My beliefs, whether you believe them or not, is the higher power or God's up there going, Jesus, man. Literally. Did you guys get that? Jesus. So I sacrificed my son to die, and you just keep bringing this up. So I guess he died for nothing. because you won't fricking let it go.
Mhm. Yeah.
Why do you have to keep asking for forgiveness? Did you ask already? Yeah,
Mhm.
I heard you. Can we move on now? Can we move on and make the best out of your life? Can we move on and really
Right? It's
make an
about freaking
impact?
time.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we see it in everything else in life, right? Where
Mhm.
someone makes a mistake and immediately everyone, like volleyball, I watch girls volleyball or men's volleyball, and they make a mistake and everybody goes around them right away and they all pat each other on their back. Let it go. This too
Right.
will pass. Let's get our head back in the game.
Right. Buck up, baby.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah.
so you struck
For sure.
out.
Hmm.
That's why
I
I love
feel
that.
terrible that oh, she's back. Oh, good. I felt bad going first because Rebecca has not had a turn.
Well,
Or has
well,
she?
well,
I am. Yeah.
let's
I've
go.
got the order, so don't worry. We're good.
Let's go.
Okay.
How many people have learned stuff from Lisa Marie? Like,
Mm,
hey, I love you. I
thank you,
wish I was there to
Robert.
give you a big hug.
I know, right? Ugh, squeezing. Thank you so much. That's very
You bet.
helpful. All right.
That was awesome, man. I loved it.
Thank you so much, Lisa Marie.
I had a
Um,
question, but I forgot what it was.
Hey, when you think about it, write it down.
Yeah.
I got my notepad. I constantly think of stuff and I write down.
Okay. Rebecca, you're coming up. Thank you for joining us again. I was about ready to move on, so good
I
thing you
love
came
that
back.
cabin. I love that cabin.
That is nice. So, and then I've got Eric with a question that I'm going to ask on his behalf, and then Jerome. So
Okay.
we've got those people coming up. And if you're watching us on Facebook, please don't forget, like the video. And of course, hit that join button. If you're not already, well, you should be a part of the inner circle. So forget the join button. I get into that mode where it's like I'm promoting. So, all right. Rebecca David, please go ahead, open up and share with us.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you. How are you? Blessed and highly favored. So that was so weird. My computer's plugged in and then it just died. I guess that plug wasn't active. So I had to use another one. But then I'm like, oh, well, I was hesitant anyway. So maybe it was, oh my gosh.
Our mind is a wonderful thing. It really is.
Yeah, it is. So thank you for doing this and for the opportunity. I'm not real sure what I'm going to say, but it hit home when you were talking about, if you are nervous about talking in front of people or, you need a breakthrough, but this or that. And my heart was, beating a little faster. and then, I've got the chatter, the Dinos going, just wait till next week. You're tired. You got to get up early. And then, you don't want to talk in front of people. No, wait till next week. No, you can't wait till next week. You need a breakthrough. So, OMG, aren't you glad you aren't inside my head? So,
how many people got more than one ping pong ball in their head? Raise your hand.
Keep it going, right?
I'm telling you, man, it's like it is really crazy for me. Matt said that he read somewhere that would be how do you know that? But Matt said there are some people on the planet that don't have dinos in their head.
That's my goal.
No, where you just want to be in control of them.
Oh, true.
They don't go away. Mine don't.
Okay. All right. So where do we begin?
Where do we begin? What's something you want? What's something that you feel is holding you back from doing what you want to do?
Great question. So, sorry.
Okay, stop apologizing.
All right. So I have a lot of great ideas but then, and I get super passionate and then I go on to the next great idea. But I pretty much settled in on, with all the inner work and things. One of the things that I really enjoy doing is inspiring and encouraging other people and being a positive force in the world. And actually, usually I listen to the 6-phase meditation every night. And I saw that Jay Shetty was interviewing Vishon, and I come to find out, I guess it was a couple of years ago, I don't know, but I listened to it and it was so good. But there was a little part of it before I went to sleep where Vishon was talking about, I don't know if I said his name right, but he was talking about not trying to plan on, it was talking about love, like not trying to plan what kind of love you want, this particular look or whatever. Anyway, I went to sleep and I had the most amazing dream. But what's interesting, I can't believe I'm even saying all this because this was not what I was going to say. But what is
just pretend that it's you and me. Just pretend that it's you and me.
All right, that's even bad enough, but okay. So this main Dino lately has been chattering away about not being loved or enough or, indecisive, these negative things. But the coach, on this side is like, I'm loved and this and that. Well, anyway, so when I woke up and I was so excited, like, wow, that I don't want to wake up from that dream. That was so good. And I felt like I was on cloud 9. But then I realized the whole message of the dream was you are loved. And then without consciously thinking about it, I thought that would be great to have, see, I'm stuttering even saying it because it's just a breakthrough. It needs to happen. Because I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have people to interview on my channel and just to let them know and have like a steady message of you are loved, and because I have this one video. What's so weird, like years ago, I started my YouTube channel and I hid all the videos. It's so strange because I always changed my mind. I had all this stuff up there about MDC and CBD and the health benefits. And then I had stuff about fibromyalgia. I was all over the place. So I'm like, no, until I get it straight about what I'm going to talk about, I'm not putting anything up there. But one of the videos, I just went through them the other day. I'm like, wow, these are good. Why do I have them hidden? And one of them was, you are validated. It's an older video where everyone's coming into this parking garage and the guy is going, oh, wow, your eyes are amazing. Or he was just complimenting each one. And then everyone stood up, long line to get into this parking garage, and he would stamp their ticket, you are validated. And I had this instant thought after the dream about you are loved, and just bringing out the beauty of each person. But that's just one, like I get these little revelations.
Okay, so when you get those, and you're at the height of your vibration.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, oh,
yeah, you're at the height of the vibration. Just write them down.
I do.
Okay. And when you write those down in that height of vibration, just do a video.
Right.
And listen. Do not look at the time. Do not think about the time. And maybe you come back to that subject and maybe you don't.
Yeah.
If you look at all my videos on my YouTube channel, it's just me brain dumping. So I see something, I read something, I listen to something. I always have the time, a quiet time for me. I is in the shower. Oh my God. It's like, I always, an hour before I do anything on video, I already have the thoughts down of what I want to cover. And then I get in and they just come to me, man, I get tapped in. And so by the time I get done with my shower and sit in front of here, I'm pulling out stuff that I've been learning for my whole entire life. And we don't know what's going to resonate to what person at what time. And the thing I love most about you guys posting stuff on a YouTube channel, just do it, is do you guys know that this is a library that's out there forever? So someone's going to put in YouTube, I don't feel validated. And because you had the bravery on the right frequency, not to think about what others thought and just did the video, they're going to be your friend. They're going to be a new acquaintance, and they're going to be a person that devours all your other videos.
Yeah. Yes.
And so the thought is, I get this great idea, or I get this thing, and then I'm on to another one. Then I'm on to another one. You just described my life.
Thank you. So
there's your validation.
Also, though, I listened to something that Matt said at the end of something recently about having our channel be specific, because I thought, okay, well, I can have like holistic, inspirational, health, whatever I want to talk about,
right.
Just different categories, different playlists kind of related to life, right? And then
right.
I can also have about earning money at home base. And then when I heard him, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So he said just to have separate channels. So, but it eased my mind a little. I'm like, okay, well, I could just have 2 separate channels. And that's what I wondered. Should I keep them separate? Like just have a, okay, well, I'm ready to retire and I'm getting serious about building a business and I have a mentor now and you can watch me do it or whatever. And just, this is my thing, and just have a channel just for that. And then have another channel that's just for inspiration. And then maybe once in a while, link them both or share them both somewhere.
Yeah. I just recently started doing this, because of not only Matt, but other people that are suggesting what I do. Let me show you something here. Again, find someone that's doing better than you. And so now when you click on channels, I just started doing this, but now I got a channel that's just dedicated to network marketing.
Oh, cool.
And as you keep creating channels, the people I'm following, they got like 20 channels down here.
Wow.
And I didn't know. And I'm like, okay, so if you're in this mode or this mode, now all of a sudden it's like, wow, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. So now you don't have to pigeonhole yourself in just one place. Yeah. So some of these people that I've seen that are big, I think it was, let me see if I can find it really quick for you. But I think you're getting the deal, because we're all a bunch of different people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's one I'll show you really quick. All right. So you guys know I've been talking about this guy, So here's Mr. Beast, 155 million subscribers. And here's Beast Philosophy, 13 million. Here's Mr. Beast Gaming. He got into YouTube because people loved watching him play a video game. Wow. Wait, he didn't give that up. You see what I mean? So slow but sure, you just keep adding another channel to your main channel. And then when people click and you do stuff on that one, so now you got an idea for this is my validation channel. This is my I love you channel. This is my and so when you jump from, can we be honest? When you jump from personality to personality,
right? We're gonna bring out this one today.
I'm tuned in, and don't you guys think it's funny that we're not taught this in school? So everyone's having these thoughts, and they think, geez, I'm ADD, HDDD. I'm totally distracted, and one day people are going to be mad at me and they're going to think I'm weird because I love country music. But then sometimes I like listening to hip hop. And then all of a sudden a song will come in and I like rhythm and blues. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then, and then all of a sudden, an Eminem song comes on. I go, holy cow, I like that Eminem song. You know what I mean? And we don't want to. So someone walks up to you and says, Rebecca, I want to get to know you better. What kind of music do you like? We don't say. It sort of depends on what mood I'm in. It sort of depends on who I'm hanging around. Because people are like, Jesus, what are you talking about? You like one day you're this person and one day you're this person. Even Lisa Marie brought it up when we talk about intimacy. It's okay to be in the mood or not. Isn't it crazy? It's like, I don't feel like it. Let's go out to eat. I don't feel like it. See, so there's times where it's like, oh my God, I thought you liked Mexican food. I do. I just would like Italian today. See what I mean? And what does the world do? It's like, Rebecca, do you always got to be changing your mind? Is there something wrong with you? And then we go, damn it, maybe there is something wrong with me. Because no one in the world is telling us that, everybody's got a lot of personalities and a lot of people have thoughts that they probably shouldn't have. And unfortunately, a lot of people have thoughts of beating themselves up and feeling guilty and shame and being a victim. And then they're pissed off because I'm not going to be a victim anymore. I'm not putting up with this injustice anymore. And it's like, wow, that's what being a human being is. And everybody's out there, well, geez, can't you just be like everybody else? Well, God messed that up. Why don't you bring that up to God? I've never said that. What I'm saying to Rebecca right now, I've never said, well, why don't you be like everybody else? God messed that up. Blame him. Blame her. Blame it. So whatever the universe is doing, you got a 1 in 400 trillion shot of being alive today. And here's this gorgeous, beautiful person named Rebecca that's trying to figure out how to handle the scattered thoughts. Just have a bunch of things and go, that heart goes in the heart bucket. The validation square goes in the validation square. Now that's a circle. Circles are validated more than squares. You see what I mean? And it's just like, just start putting it out there and it'll sort themselves out. Tell me if you had 8 videos out there on 8 different topics. And all of a sudden, all of them got like 10 views, 10 views, 15 views, and one has 700 views.
Cool.
Wow. It's like, maybe I can think of another video to put up about this subject. And see, that's what we do. We keep looking for something to steer us in the direction, when in reality, it's when we step into the direction that we get blessed. So like the universe is going, Rebecca, Rebecca, Rebecca. And then you step out a little bit and then you get rewarded and then you go, oh, I might step back. Or for some of us, we put ourselves out there and we get hurt. They're both the same. We just put more feelings into one than the other. So you're in a room with 40 people that love you. They validate you. They think Rebecca's the coolest person on the planet. And do you know what a normal human being does? They're moping. Hey, Rebecca's, what's wrong? Robert told me he'd be here.
You focus on the one.
You focused on the one that didn't show, and the other ones are going, we love you.
Yeah.
It's like, but Robert's not here. Why wouldn't he show? He told me he was going to be here. It's like, that is human nature, Rebecca.
Yeah. Yes.
So you're welcome.
So I think keeping 2 separate channels makes the most sense, right? At least for now in those two categories.
Yeah.
And so for the affiliate marketing one, does it sound good? I'd love your feedback, like real briefly on just should I keep it like a theme of just, I've always loved this industry, but I never really gave it my all. And now I am, and I have a great mentor, and I'm looking forward to retirement. Watch me do it, or something like that.
Yeah. See, if we just look for the guy that's validating or the woman that's validating us and forget all the theys. See what I mean? It's like we need to perform and create because we're creators, and we need to follow the path that are like high-fiving us and giving us a hug and go, you're amazing. And we just follow those steps instead of all the people that are going, Rebecca, do you got a moment? Sure, what's up? I've been watching some of your stuff on social media, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? What do you mean? Why, I'm confused. I mean, you did this video on validation. Yeah, you see, you did this video on validation, and then you did this video on love that made me cry, and then you backed it up with a video on affiliate marketing. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, like, you want to join me?
Yeah, and this is what you should do to those people, because I get dumps all the time. You should listen. I'm going to take you into my closet. I'm just going to put you on FaceTime, and you spin the phone around. And you go, look how many pairs of shoes I have. And they go, what the hell does this have to do with anything? Well, sometimes I'm a boot girl. Sure. And sometimes I'm a tennis shoe girl. And sometimes I'm a flat girl.
That's so
and
true.
Sometimes I'm a high heel girl. I really apologize. No, I don't. I don't apologize for the woman that I am when I step in each pair of those shoes.
Thank you. That was beautiful. That was really
I've
good.
never said that to anybody.
That was good. I'll keep that locked in there.
So if you don't like the girl that didn't put makeup on and got some stretchy pants on, that ain't my problem. That's your problem.
True. Don't tune in to my channel.
and when I'm in high heels, that looks like I should be standing next to a pole. And you think this dress is too revealing, that's your problem too.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I love you. I know that people are going to get a lot out of that, Rebecca. So just do it all.
Freedom.
Just do it all. Just do it all and let the pieces land where they land and watch how you get rewarded for being creative.
Now to just create the videos.
Yeah, just jump on. They do not think about time. Do not think about lighting. Don't think about anything. Just start throwing up content. And
I had it all figured out until Matt said it has to be over 10 minutes. I'm like, I can't talk for 10 minutes, but it depends. If I talk about something I like talking about.
Well, I think that's why they came out with Facebook Reels. You know what I mean? So I do think that people, as they're learning their chops, I wouldn't be trying to do a 2-hour breakthrough session like I.
Right.
Some of you are going like, where's Robert pulling all this out? I trust. Like I said yesterday on my first podcast, I've never done a podcast. And Craig and Matt are on there like, do we have like a structure or how long this is going to be? And are there certain bullet points? And I said, just hang on. Just hang on. I got this. And then we get done and everybody goes, wow, that was pretty awesome.
It was really good.
Yeah, because I just didn't want to control it. I think a lot of our content moving forward, and I can't wait for you guys on the Inner Circle to start doing content. And we're going to make a mark. We're going to make a mark in this world because it's going to be more of you trusting your heart. When I go to Mr. Beast's channel, there's two things that I do. I'll show you what I do. So you guys will get a kick out of this. So I'm looking for the best people that I can follow, right? I'm looking for the people that can inspire me. The first thing I do is go to videos. Then when I go to videos, I click on popular. And then I start looking at the views of the most popular, right? And then when I go to the latest, I sort of want to see what they're doing now. And I can't touch this one. This one would mess me up because I've given so much money to the Starkey Hearing Foundation for Children. So I already know what's happening here. They're going to put a hearing aid on a child that's never heard "I love you" ever in his life. that I can't handle that. So right now. But then what I do is I do this, and it sometimes takes me a lot of time to do this, especially when you're on this channel. Because what do you guys think I'm looking for? I'm looking for the first video they created. Isn't that crazy? And so I just keep scrolling until I get to their very first videos. And then I get really encouraged. So 15 million views. Why do you think this video has 15 million views and this has 3 million?
People went back to the first.
People wanted to see the first video he did. So now let's click on this and see if you could do this.
All right. Where am I? What just happened? What does it say? From Saul, before you can advance, you must flip every switch and kill all the monsters that come out.
So he's
If you try to
recording his
open the door
computer
without
screen.
killing them, you will explode.
And he's talking and walking through a game.
Wow.
Here's your weapon. Ooh, a diamond sword. It's not smart, Saul. Now nothing can kill me. Ooh, start over here.
That's
Saul,
amazing.
it's easy.
He's not showing his face. It's 2 minutes and 36 seconds of him just thinking about, what if I recorded this while I was playing this game?
Without doubting himself and just moving forward.
No, I guarantee you, if you listen to his story, he started getting so many views on his videos that he stopped doing them. And he stopped doing videos, and guess why? Because he was reading all the awful messages from trolls and haters.
You know, I made a video about doing I opened up the full spectrum CBD, and I was showing the color green, and I've got brave, and it took me a while to get brave enough to do the video. And it was my daughter who said things to me that made me take it down. I mean, it wasn't like evil things, but it was just like, Mom, really? And it just, and so I took it down. But I was talking to flight attendants about how we have broad spectrum, and so it's still on YouTube, but it's locked away.
Yes.
But that's what we do, some of us, who, when people say things that hurt our feelings, or something.
Yeah. So he thought he was doing wrong. There were people that were saying some awful stuff to him, like, listen, you know what? Why don't you get a job? If your parents knew what you were doing, your parents probably don't give a shit about you because all you're doing is playing video games. So it's not bad enough that they say stuff bad about you, and then they say stuff like they wish you wasn't here, but then they start trashing your parents and trashing your siblings, and you must be a loser and don't have any friends because all you're doing is playing video games. And he said that he just stopped it. And then all of a sudden he said it was like a year and a half, you guys.
Oh, wow.
And then all of a sudden he said, well, I'm going to go back. And he went back and he never let up. And now the guy's helping millions and millions and millions of people, giving money away because his channels make so much money. And it's like,
nice.
Yeah.
I've heard many people in the personal development realm say that they get those messages, like the DMs that are really hateful. And so, and that's really sad, but it's to keep in our minds, try not to let that sink in, because it's just that type of person. It doesn't mean
I think that everyone has these thoughts. And the evil Darth Vaders are out there, just like they're scammers, to get us, to really see if we're in the right mentality, if we're in the right thought. So why is there a hero's journey and shows like Star Wars are so popular? Because we all know, why did Darth Vader become Darth Vader? Well, it's because Yoda didn't think that he was good enough to be a Jedi yet. And so he wanted to challenge Yoda. And I think I'm better than you. And well, none of us have ever learned from anybody, including our parents, for one time in our mind. We just go, listen, I'm smarter and I'm better than you. I know this to be true. And in the midst of causing that little bit of doubt, that's when something evil can come in and go, you know what? You're absolutely right. He is holding you back because you're better than him. Why don't you come over to the dark side?
Mm.
Because I'll give you a word. I'll make you head Jedi. And that's where that happens. So if you don't like Star Wars, can we talk a little bit about Karate Kid or every other hero's journey? Because there comes a part where the student feels like they're not getting the praise and recognition they should for their hard work. And it's like, listen, you know, this person's an asshole. They think I'm not ready. And then all of a sudden some other leader goes, well, Rebecca, I think you're ready. I think you're the smartest person in his group. You're like, you should take a look at this company because I'd let you on stage right away. And it's like, So unfortunately, you don't know what you want in life until you do things and succeed and realize you don't want it.
Mm.
So have I done stuff like that? I sometimes don't want to say this, but I think I'm still not done learning lessons. I just don't beat myself up very much. I don't know if you guys heard this, but here I am live for probably already a month doing lives on YouTube. And I told Eric Markman in 2012, he goes, Robert, everybody says that you should start doing YouTube videos. And I said, YouTube is a waste of time. Why did I say that to him? Because YouTube just shut down a channel that I had. I had like 18,000 subscribers on it, a million views. And they shut it down. We took all our videos and put it on Wistia. And everybody said you can trust YouTube. And so I listened to the people that I hung around and
Not to go on long, but just on that topic. So because we really shouldn't 100% put our audience, our trust in another platform, should we be collecting emails and building our own list at the same time? As I'm paying for Kajabi for months and months and haven't used it yet. Because I keep hearing the value of it, because you never know if something like that would happen.
Now understand that Kajabi and other companies like ClickFunnels and all these companies, there's got to be a reason for the value of their service.
Well, they say you own your email list.
Yeah, and so they're going to say to you that you need to have an email list. And I'm telling you that Discord replaced that. So it'd be just like someone walking up to you and saying, Rebecca, you ever heard of BlackBerry? Yeah, I've heard of email. Well, people are now using iPhones and smartphones, and Samsungs. It's like, so Discord and stuff like that, and YouTube now, they've really totally replaced an email server, in my understanding. And when me and Matt sort of stepped away from the emailing process, because we had like 40, 50,000 active email addresses. So we've done this before. And when Matt would send out an email, and we were with Confusionsoft.
Yeah, I was with them too.
It was sad that every time we went to do an email, they would say we can't deliver the email because a couple of people reported you for spam. and you're trying to send too many emails out at once. So then when we seen less than 1% of people that were clicking on our emails, it was like, that was good at one time. Just like Google AdWords were great at one time. Just like Facebook ads were good at one time. Just like Facebook used to be good at one time. I'm not saying they're awful. It just comes to a place where they're not catching up. And there's other people out there with brains going, tell me why you don't like Facebook. Tell me why you don't like emails. Well, because of this, 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 and this. So when all of a sudden they came out with notification on Telegram and Facebook Messenger, if you guys really watch the big billion-dollar companies, if they're creating something, they're creating it because they're missing out on the other side. You see what I mean? So now you send someone a voice clip, and all of a sudden someone told me, did you see that voice clips now you can go over a minute? Did you see now voicemails now are now you can click 1 and 2 speed? Why would Facebook Messenger add those things? Because they're in Telegram. Because they're in Discord. It's like, wait, we're losing a bunch of customers. Why are we losing them? Well, because they allow over a minute in voice messaging. Sometimes you don't want to leave 15 1-minute messages. Oh my God, we're losing people. So we better go over there. No, we better bring that service in-house. So me personally, I trust YouTube. I trust YouTube because they lost the market to Facebook and now they're getting it back. And they're like, hey, listen, we want you to have your own. We want the Rebecca David channel. And we want as many Rebecca David shows as you can put on your channel. And we're going to reward you financially. And we're also going to, if you got a lot of people that are interacting on your videos, we're going to help you.
I trust you. You trust
Yeah.
you too. I trust you.
Yeah, and if they,
I keep hesitating on the email list, so I'm just going to let it go and go with.
Yeah, let it go.
Follow you.
It's funny now. Even the biggest people that I know, you guys, I'll tell you another thing where you're right at one time and then you're not at another. I used to get so upset at these people that had in their Facebook or their YouTube or their Instagram channel that they don't have a website. You click on their link tree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got 80 things on this damn link tree. And now I see people that are not even promoting their website anymore. They're just promoting their YouTube channel. And I'm talking people that make me look like I'm not making any money. So if a Grant Cardone is going to do that, if a Tony Robbins is going to do that, if a McConaughey, I'm watching these guys that are making big moves and it's like, check out my website. No. Now it's like, hey, you want to be part of my inner circle? Great. Click that link right on my YouTube. Become an inner circle person now. They don't even want anybody going anywhere. And I'm going like, wow. So I learned that today. Craig showed you that. It's like, why do you want people to leave your channel? If you understood advertising and commercials and HBO does not want you to leave their channel. Netflix does not want you to leave their channel. So how do you get more viewers on your channel? We should have a Rebecca David comedian hour. And then we got to have her in a drama movie. Are you catching this? Rom-com. We got to put her in a rom-com. Then she's got to dress up and be a superhero. We got to see.
Yeah. Offer across the board.
Yeah. It's attractive people that we want to build our audience from.
Mm-hmm. Very
All right.
good. Thank you so
Rebecca.
much. Thank you, everyone, for the time. Thank you.
Everybody give her a hand. She stepped up and did it. That was remarkable. Asked some great things. Okay. Wow. It's 6:00 already.
Yeah, for you.
Okay. Let's some people are saying, hey, it's 8 for me, it's 9 for me. It's like so
okay.
Let's do one more because Jerome's had his hand up.
All
You
right,
guys
and
fine?
then it's up to you. You're the one. I'm good. I know there was
You
a
guys
question
stay
from
on. I
Eric.
want to take care of my inner circle. I want to take care of Jerome.
All right, Jerome, it is. Jerome, there's your unmute signal. Please go ahead, unmute yourself and share with us.
Wow. I'm just speechless with all the testimonies and the questions, and I'm just waiting patiently. Mine is quick because you have the guy from Nigeria. I have a Nigerian team, so I wanted to know if he's on. Is he on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll send you his link.
Okay, because I need to talk to that guy. I do, because
He right now is getting buried, and he loves helping people. He's got such a wonderful heart. He's such a great guy, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I should look up when he started, because this has not been easy for him at all. And lot of programming. No one here has any money. Everything costs too much. I did a post for a guy today because he didn't understand. He says, I just don't understand. It seems like everybody in Nigeria doesn't have any money. And I said, well, can I share something with you? And I said, yeah. And I said, the average Nigerian makes $160 US a month.
Yeah, I checked. I'll be checking that out too when I get.
And that's average.
Yeah.
I said, so let me throw it in your mind. Do you understand that $1 US is equal to $406 of their money?
Yep.
So
I read that.
So a gallon of gas is $982 a gallon for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he goes, man, he said, thank you for saying that. I'm going like, I don't understand in a lot of countries how people even make it. And then you want to know why some of them take a path of being a scammer. I think that they're trying to feed their families. Hey, did you know Jimbo over there bought a new bike?
Yeah,
no one has a bike.
They do that, and also it's fast money. You know how we do things here in the U.S. Try to make that quick buck. You know what I'm saying? So
Eric was posting in the chat. I don't know if you've seen. Eric was posting in the chat where he got one guy to confess to him that they get on learning Zooms just like we do.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Here's what to say.
Huh?
Go ahead. What?
No. What I was saying was, because I have right now, I have about I think 8 or 9 affiliates from Nigeria, and 2 of them are doing okay, but the rest, I don't go the negative part. I'm trying to be. I'm doing the cheerleader. I was like, you could do it. Come on, you could do it. Come on. And I'm just trying to get someone that just push them a little bit.
This ought to help you, just with not just Nigerians, but all people. When we were doing the mastery of the science of getting rich, remember we posted a thing that asked people about it?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Hey, you think you understand this? Well, go through 4, 14, and 7. If that didn't inspire you, then go through the rest of the book. If that didn't inspire you, go through the mastery of the science of getting rich. And then I need you to answer these questions, because if you didn't get it, you didn't get it.
Right.
And so that's, you can't teach people to fish if they're not willing to learn to fish or believe they can fish.
Right. Or they're not wanting to participate in their own rescue,
Right. So yeah, reach out to Joshua. He'd love to talk to you. I mean, he's a sweetheart, man. He is just a sweetheart.
Yeah, I appreciate it. No, I'm a definitely we gonna link, man, because I got to pick his brain,
Hang on a second. I'm doing a training for the Nigeria. Let me see.
Are you gonna record it?
I don't know if I still have one recorded, but I got let me see here. On Wednesday, June 7th,
Okay.
at noon my time.
So it'll be 2 my time.
I'm Mountain Time. You're Eastern Time?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm Central.
You're Central. So 1 o'clock?
Yeah, 1 o'clock. It'll be 1
Okay,
o'clock my time.
1 o'clock on Wednesday. Make sure that you put that in your calendar. And they will send me a link between then and now, and I will be doing a training for the African market on that day.
Awesome. I'm putting it in right now.
Well, awesome, Jerome. Anything else I can do for you?
No, I'm good, man. I appreciate it.
Man.
I love all you guys. And Rebecca, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel tonight. So
we all got to be friends of each other and support each other and click on each other's YouTubes and stuff. And it's like, just one step at a time, I love and appreciate you all. And again, I'm going to turn this over to our hostess with the mostest. Matthew, you got anything to add? Or are you just hanging out? Bueller? Okay, cool.
Okay, I think we're good. Now, Rebecca.
No, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you guys so much. I was just out with my puppies, playing with them with my headphones on, listening to you guys. So I just ran back in here.
No problem at all.
Thank you guys so much.
I love
you,
Matt.
amazing.
Thank you for connecting everything.
Of course, love and appreciate you.
Absolutely. Rebecca, your YouTube channel is at Rebecca David, correct?
Yes, but I'm going to create another one too.
Okay, so should we hold off then on promoting it?
No, I'll build that one too. There's
Okay.
some really old videos of me on there now. You could tell how shy I was.
All right, so I want to make sure I'm getting this right because I did type it.
Please do not delete those videos. And
I'm going to make public the ones that I
There it
hid
is.
away.
Yeah, make them public. Because the reason that I think that all of our videos should be public, because I think that everyone can tell the person that we used to be versus the person that we are today. And I always love, if you guys haven't, you could go to my YouTube channel and put in first testimonial to see the very first time that I was videoed on stage. Oh my God. Dinner's ready? Okay. I'm out of here, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for another amazing breakthrough session. Tell Terry you're on your way. Sorry about keeping you this long, but you know what? This is what makes the Inner Circle so powerful, so amazing, so great. And I did post Rebecca's YouTube channel in the chats, both on YouTube and here in Zoom. If you want to download the Zoom chat, then it's very simple. Just click on the 3 dots in the chat area and then click on Save Chat, and it will download at the conclusion of this Zoom. For those of you watching on YouTube, it's right there. Just watch for the replay. And don't forget, we are doing Ask Me Anything this Saturday, starting at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So please join us then. And of course, Robert always has his going lives daily at noon p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So lots of great things happening. We love and appreciate each one of you that are part of the Inner Circle, and we look forward to having more with you. Bless you guys. Thank you so much, Robert. Bless you. Matthew, got to give it up to you. Thank you so much for being our foundation. And also John Tier, Lisa Marie Cook, Rebecca David, and Jerome Marshall. Thank you so much for participating. Until next time, as we unmute everybody, please be good to yourself, be cash, and bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. You're awesome.
Bye.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Rebecca, Matthew, Mary,
That's rock.
Eric, Shauna. Say
See
hi
you
to
guys
Later. Arthur, Mr. Tier, Jerome, and the host.